Yeah, Las Vegas, New Mexico. A lot of films have been shot here. Yeah, a lot of them. Look it up. Red Dawn. I was in that one. No Country for Old whatever. Here's that overpass, that border crossing you might remember. I was born here.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't?
No, I remember that.
Well, I was raised here, I'm quite sure. Grew to manhood here. Killed my first man here.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, I killed my first audience here. Now I'm back. There's this family and they're in the clothing business, and they've all been in the clothing business, every one of them, everybody in the family for generations. It's all they know, the clothing business. And this girl, a young woman, is closing up the business one night, and she locks the door and she goes out on the street. She's walking home, and this guy gets in front of her and opens his coat like this and flashes her, and she says, "Call it."
Call what?
Just call it. Heads or tails.
You don't have to do this.
I do have to do it. Call it.
Tails.
All right. So she says, "You call that a lining?"
What was the first punchline?
You mean the other punchline if you would pick heads? You weren't happy with that punchline?
Not really.
Hello. Can I help you with something?
So this old man realizes it's time he's got to go to the nursing home. He's not happy about it. And he's one of these guys who looks very young for his age. And he's very proud of it. So he retires to the nursing home. He checks in his first day, he gets all situated. First thing when he comes out of his room, goes out in the hall, and the first guy he sees says, "Hey, how old do you think I am?" And the guy says, "I don't know, I'm not too good at guessing ages. I'd say maybe 65. The guy says, "No, I'm 80, a couple months shy of 80 years old." The guy says, "No, really? You don't look it." He says, "I know I don't look it." So then the guy goes down to the next person he sees, which is this old lady in a wheelchair. He says, "Hey, how old do you think I am?" She says, "I don't know, I'd have to check out your equipment to tell."
Do you really think this is appropriate to be telling a stranger?
Are you accusing me of being inappropriate? Let's continue. So she says, "I'm going to have to check out your equipment." So he drops his pants and she checks out everything in great detail. She said, "I'd say you're about 80, maybe a couple months shy of 80. He says, "That's amazing. How did you figure that out?" She says, "I heard you telling the guy down the hall." Call it.
What do you mean call it?
I mean call it.
What do you mean heads or tails?
Yes, I mean heads or tails.
Heads.
People don't know how lucky they are around here. So these three women are in a hot tub, two young women, one older woman. And the first woman, there's like a beep and she goes like this, presses her wrist, and says, "That was my beeper, I just turned it off." I say, "Wow, beeper was built into your wrist." And then the next woman, there's like another beep, and she presses this button on her neck and says, "I'll call you back later." They said, "What's that?" She says, "Oh, that was my cell phone built into my neck, I turned it off." And the older woman is kind of intimidated by all this, and she goes to the bathroom and gets out of the hot tub and goes to the bathroom. She comes back a little while later, a piece of toilet paper hanging out of the crack of her butt. She says, "I'm sorry, I'm getting a fax."
So, regarding No Country for Old Men, here's a little irony no one seems to have noticed. And I've Googled the internets for this one, and it's not there.
If you remember in the film, this is the exact intersection where a certain accident happens, right near the end of the film. Right here at the corner of 6th and Baca, when I was in high school, one day during lunch hour, a kid ran a stop sign that was right, a yield sign that was right here, and a lady in another car was killed. That's why these stop signs are here right now. And that wasn't the only fatality at this corner. I don't think the producers knew that, and I haven't heard anybody at all point it out.